Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. Now, this video will probably be useful to you if you don't follow or don't fully know kind of the scheduling on what's been happening recently on the JP side of the game, or maybe you don't follow social media and or on Twitter, for example, where you get to see like what banners and everything that's coming out on JP. Maybe it'll be kind of useful to you if you even follow them. I obviously will be doing should you summon videos individually for when these banners drop, but essentially this is kind of like kind of time map. This is kind of a timeline for when what things are coming and potentially when. So before we do get into this, if you could drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, all your support is very much appreciated. But the first banner, and I've talked about these a few times, especially with me saving stones for the Super Vegeta Dokkan Fest banner that would eventually come out. Yeah, I thought it would be a good thing to cover these. As I said, especially if you don't follow the JP side of the game or even on social media, you don't know what's coming. So, in terms of what's coming, on the JP side of the game, roundabout, in terms of the timeline, I can't remember exact dates. I mean, if you just literally click on these or like find the unit, you'll find out yourself. But the timeline, essentially prior to 350 million download, was this Kid Gohan, followed by a part 2 in this celebration with LR Goku and Piccolo, followed by Super Vegeta, and then followed by the Goku and Vegeta that fuse into Gogeta, and of course the Tanabata, which I'm pretty sure means thank you, which is the thank you banner on Global, which we literally get, I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, on Christmas Day. And then in the same celebration, it's followed by an LR Janemba. Now, in between these, for us specifically on November, so if we followed this exact timeline which JP has, in November, which you'll notice doesn't actually make sense because of the time we have left, in between these two banners in November, because this would be December, this would be October. Oh wait, we're already in October now. You know, in between these two banners in November would be the Dragon Ball Heroes celebration, which, judging by what's happening in Dragon Ball Heroes, they could go many ways. They could go I always forget the name of the form, but that Super Saiyan 4 form where they have the red glow, with Broly, Vegito, etc, etc. We could potentially see the base form, Goku family and Vegeta family. Goku and Vegeta units get Dokkan Awakenings. Hopefully they go into SSJ4s, that'd be kind of cool. You know, they could potentially go Super Saiyan God Trunks, Super Saiyan 3 Rose. They could go multiple directions, and it's quite a novelty celebration in my opinion, where it comes about once a year, and then you're guaranteed to pull those units on those banners. So, because you guaranteed a featured unit. So those are one of those that they're kind of stone traps, because I said they're kind of novelty and like special rare units that you kind of want to pull for, and they're usually quite good anyway. So there is that. But with the recent, and we covered this in a video a couple days ago, with the recent EZAs coming out for the Great Ape units, and then the ending of the tweet where it showed the whole thing about Super Saiyan Blue sticker, and there's going to be a celebration literally because of this SSBK Goku figure art statue. As I said in that video, there's high speculation of one or two things that can happen, and the second one, the latter, is more likely, which is, could we be seeing a Dokkan Fest where there is a Vegeta Scouter Dokkan Fest, or a Goku from the Saiyan Saga as a Dokkan Fest because of the EZAs? I don't think so, because the EZAs that come out don't always correlate 100% of the time. It's more than likely, but 100% of the time don't correlate to the Dokkan Fest that drop. So, because of the sticker and the SSBK figure arts, a lot of people, including myself, are speculating that potentially in this month of October means we could see an SSB Goku unit of some form, or an SSBK unit of some form, whether it's an active, a transformation, whatever, we could be seeing that. So if that is the case, then that's coming in this month, which means, going by the JP timeline, we would have this, we would have obviously this as a part 2, and then there's no space for this guy, which means potentially, I mean, if I can literally do this by the tabs, potentially Super Vegeta, because he definitely wouldn't be at Christmas because these two are hype enough, and then you have the thank you banner. Super Vegeta could do this, and he could become in the new year, and we can get him in January. Or To be fair, because there is a part 2 to the Gohan, where the celebration that Gohan comes in, Super Vegeta be coming next. And then Gohan could move into the new year in January, and that's when we have part 2. Considering it's a bigger celebration than Vegeta, because I'm pretty sure there's not an LR in Vegeta's celebration. Like the celebration, I don't remember the names of the celebrations, by the way, if you haven't noticed. In the celebration that Kid Gohan Dokkan Fest comes about, of course, there's a part 2. Whereas in the Super Vegeta one, where Super Vegeta comes out, there isn't. So yeah, we could easily see potentially Super Vegeta move up. It's not, it's not completely out of the ordinary for Global to kind of mix up the orders when Dokkan Fest do drop. So do be aware of that, people on Global, that this order that there is now could easily be shaken up. And don't forget, in the month of November, between these two, technically, there will be a Dragon Ball Hero celebration. So if there is going to be a Dokkan Fest SSB unit somehow or in some capacity, either Kid Gohan and Vegeta is going to be shifted going into the new year of January. And a lot of people speculate maybe Heal, which to be fair isn't that bad for me because then I could save longer, but then at the same time, I don't know about that one because then there is a part 2. And don't get me wrong, I'm actually, just to clarify, I'm not 100% like clear on the dates because they're kind of set days where they release things, how long they're out, going into new things. I just play the game. But in terms of where, like the months when things do come out, I don't think, because there's a part 2 in the celebration, they would have this, potentially a global exclusive, which could be an SSBK Goku, and then Dragon Ball Heroes celebration. I don't think there's enough time for them to be doing the Kid Gohan and then the part 2 LR. So maybe Vegeta might be brought forward, and then most likely Gohan could be coming out in the new year in January. So that's kind of the timeline. I said, do be aware that things could easily be shaken up. Maybe none of these two are coming next. Maybe it's the Goku. Maybe they're doing something completely different. You never know. Or maybe it's going to stay the exact same. But in terms of after the 350 million download celebration, which is coming soon, it's ending soon. In terms of where your stones could be going, now I said I will be doing individual should you summon videos, so I'm not going to say you should summon here, you probably should, you don't want to summon here, those type of things. I'm going to show you what's coming and what's on these banners for you to know whether you want to potentially save your stones and where you can put them. Or maybe you go, hey, I know Kid Gohan's not the most popular unit, but I kind of want to summon for him because I like him. So yeah, in terms of the order, if it stayed the same, this banner will be coming along the way. We could get this Kid Gohan unit. He's pretty decent. I don't think he's overly amazing, but he's pretty good. We get the new Garlic unit, which is the Garlic Junior unit, which is the first time we're ever going to see this unit. And by the way, he's actually really, really good. We get Gogeta come back, Future Gohan, Piccolo, Android 13, and Turles. Some of this banner is actually quite useful for me because I would need these two. I would need Gogeta. I still don't have Future Gohan. I don't need Piccolo, and I'd need dupes in these two. So funny enough, this banner is actually useful to me, but I would skip it because I'm not really interested in Gohan. I do want Garlic Jr. because I said he's very good, but I kind of Kid Gohan's kind of skippable. I mean, to be fair, it'd probably be quite sensible if I show you what Kid Gohan can do. So he's a Heavenly Events, which is obviously a new category. Lead and Bonded of Master and Disciple lead as well. He raises defense, which he stacks infinitely, causes immense damage to an enemy with medium chance of stunning, which is a 30% chance. Obviously, bearing in mind, it's not often in events you'll be getting to stun and seal. On Ult Super Attack, he raises defense as well and also stacks. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, which is an SA multiplier of 50%. Causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy, which is a 50% chance for 2 turns. Also, we have an active, which is activated when there is an ally whose name includes Piccolo, Demon King Piccolo and Majin Buu excluded, or Krillin, youth excluded on the team. His passive is defense plus 150% and attack plus 158% performance super attack, which is of course pretty good. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 58% on top of that when there is another Heavenly Events category ally attacking in the same turn, plus an additional attack plus 58% and stuns the attacked enemy when performing a super attack after receiving attack. All allies, key plus 3 and defense plus 58%. His active skill recovers HP, 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and all allies defense plus 20% for 2 turns. And his active conditions can be activated when HP is 58% or less. So yeah, he's a pretty decent unit, do not get me wrong. In terms of carrying the most hype, for a lot of people, Kid Gohan don't carry that, but maybe you're a Kid Gohan fan, very good unit, you might want to put your stones here. But do bear in mind, depending on the order, means there's also a part 2 LR of Goku and Piccolo. and also potentially this guy. If things change and the order change, maybe not him, and then there's this new global exclusive that there might be, followed by Dragon Ball Heroes, and then the Goku and Vegeta, and fuse into Gogeta, which is obviously a very, very good unit. So yeah, there's that, and of course that's the banner. We have the LR Goku and Piccolo that do come up. If I remember rightly, I think they're okay. I think they're decent, but I'll quickly run you through their passive anyway. They're a Savior's lead. They raise attack and defense on super attack, which is SL multiplier and defense by 30% for 1 turn. Causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers defense by 40% for 3 turns, which is pretty good. On ultra super attack, raises attack and defense by 30% for 1 turn again. Causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns. Attack and defense plus 120% when performing a super attack. High chance, which is a 50% chance of launching up to 2 additional attacks, plus an additional key plus 1 up to 6, and attack and defense plus 10% up to 59% with each attack performed. Launches an additional super attack when HP is 59% or less after performing 6 or more attacks in battle. So yeah, they're okay. They are okay. They're not the most amazing, but they're okay. So maybe you might want to skip out on this. And then active is Q plus 6 and attack and defense plus 59% for 1 turn. The active conditions can be activated when HP is 59% or more after performing 6 or more attacks in battle, which, to be fair, considering they have built-in additionals where they launch up to 2, you can probably get that off quite quickly. After you get the active off, they will, by the way, change in their they will have a costume change, which is this, which is kind of cool. And then going into Super Vegeta, which for me, Vegeta is my favorite character. It's a Vegeta unit. He's also really amazing. I want him. This banner is actually quite useful for me as well, because obviously I would want Vegeta a hell of a lot. New Cell, Broly dupes. This is like one of the first time he will be coming back on global as well. I would like dupes in him. I don't have Bojack yet, so that'll be nice. I've only just got Beerus, so I still need dupes. I still need dupes in this man's as well, and I don't need this. So this banner is also highly useful for me. It's a pretty decent banner as well, and as I said, Vegeta is he's a pretty amazing TUR. He's actually one of the best TURs in the game. He's not the best, but he is one of. And he is a Attained Evolution, which is a new category. And finally, a new Pure Saiyans lead, which is obviously something we've wanted for a while. On super attack, he causes immense damage to enemy and performs a critical hit for 1 turn. Passive is attack and defense plus 150%, which is a good starting point. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% performing a super attack. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% within the same turn after receiving an attack. Stuns the attacked enemy and performing a super attack. Again, unfortunately, you won't be able to take advantage of that in some places, but it's nice to have. He has an active of Q plus 5 and attack plus 50% for 1 turn. Active conditions can be activated when HP is 50% or more, starting from the 5th turn. You'd have to wait a little bit, but I mean, it's quite easy to get off at some points because of the HP being 50% or more. Or when there is an enemy whose name includes Cell, after the character receives 1 attack or 1 time, or after receives attack 1 or more time in battle. So yeah, his active conditions aren't too bad. You do have to just generally wait for them, unless of course there is a Cell enemy you are facing. So yeah, pretty much the best part of this unit is if you get attacked and then get your super attack off, Vegeta is absolutely clocking him for damage, and he has a built-in crit for 1 turn on his super attack. So yeah, he's pretty good. And then of course we have the Dragon Ball Heroes stuff, which will come in November in between these two if the timeline stayed the same, which of course we don't know what's coming yet. Then we have these two, which their banner again is also pretty good. There's a lot of SSRs on this banner. These two amazing. I actually don't know about this Gotenks, but he's obviously new. You have Blue Boys, who are a pretty decent unit. You have the Go Bros, who I actually have rainbowed, so that's kind of annoying. Goten and Trunks, who are a very good unit as well, who I'm actually missing. Gotenks, who's useful, who I need dupes for. Pycon and Janemba, who maybe a lot of you skipped, because of course that was leading up to year 6 on the global side. So just like me, I need both of these, especially to do the Corroded Body and Mind mission over on Legendary GT Goku event. Then you have the Dragon Ball Super Gogeta, who I actually still need dupes in, or more dupes in to this day. And then the Int Gogeta unit, which of course has an easy A, but a lot of people probably have rainbowed. So in terms of what these two do, apart from just generally having some of the best animations in the entire game, by the way, it is basically a Gogeta version of the Strength Vegeta unit, a Vegito unit, sorry. So time limit category lead or connected hope, which if you don't have Pycon and you don't pull him and you pull these two, you can use these instead. Raises attack and defense for 1 turn on Super, which is an SA multiplier in defense by 30% and causes colossal damage to enemy. On 18 key, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, which is the exact same thing and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Passive is attack and defense plus 120%, reduces damage received by 30%. High chance, which is a 50% chance of randomly changing key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres. E plus 2 in addition per rainbow key sphere obtained. Medium chance, which is a 30% chance, I'm pretty sure. Yep, of launching an additional super attack. Active skill, which is fusion conditions, performs fusion dance, can be activated when HP is 70% or more, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, which is quite decent active conditions. And then once you fused in to Gogeta, you then raise attack and defense on super attack, which is the same thing again, SA multiplier and defense by 30% for 1 turn. And then the same here as well. Causes mega colossal damage to enemy and lowers attack and defense by 20% for 3 turns. Recovers 30% HP once only, quite similarly to the strength Vegito. Attack and defense plus 150% and attacks effective against all types. Great chance, which is a 70% chance, of performing a critical hit. So you have a built-in crit, by the way. Randomly changes key spheres of certain types of rainbow key sphere. Again, key plus 2 per rainbow key sphere obtained. E plus 5 reduces damage received by 30% and foresees enemy super attack for 5 turns from start of turn. Nullifies enemies melee super attack within the same turn when performing an ultra super attack on that enemy. So the update we got like a few months ago where we had the different super attack types, if it is a melee super attack, he will nullify it, and there's a whole animation for it where I think it's you know, in the Fusion Reborn film, I think where Janemba punches him and he basically is like an inch away from his head. I think it's that. I'm pretty sure it's that animation. So yeah, those are very good. And then you have the Tanabata banner, which probably don't have to tell you. I mean, if you want to try your luck and there's loads of usable units on this, maybe go for it. But you probably don't want to be summoning on this banner. Yes, you got beefy units like these two, the new Go tanks, the Year 6 units, some Dokkan Fest you might be missing. But there is multiple featured units on this banner that you probably want to avoid. And then in this same celebration, we have an LR Janemba who also has very, very good animations in the game. And he's also a pretty decent unit. Once we get his LR up, the corroded body of mind leader and movie boss leader causes colossal damage to enemy and lowers defense by 40% for 3 turns. And then ultra super attack. He also has one of the best looking, by the way, card arts in the game, which is really ramped up the standard for LR card art. So as you can see, it moves, and then you have the thing where it changes, where he does that kind of like almost Lego brick effect, and then gets built together as his face up front. It's dope. But yeah, on ultra super attack, he causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense by 50% for 3 turns. Passive attack and defense plus 120%. Guards all attacks as the first or second attacker in a turn, plus an additional key plus 2 up to 6, and attack and defense plus 22% up to 66% with each attack performed as the second or third attacker in a turn. So have him in the second slot is just kind of perfect. High chance, which is a 50% chance of nullifying enemies' key blast super attacks, which is, as I said, same name, the same thing that came from the update a couple months ago that I was saying about Gogeta, except he nullifies key blast supers. I think the animation for this is when he actually disappears as like Lego bricks. I could be mistaken. I can't remember off the top of my head. So yeah, that is everything coming over the next few months going into the new year. As I said, do not be surprised if the order gets switched up from the original order on JP, which was this. All I know is, for certain, for certain, these two will be coming out in December, because this will be the thank you celebration banner on Christmas Day itself, and then this will be followed afterwards within the same celebration. As I said, there will be Dragon Ball Heroes campaign, the Dragon Ball Hero celebration in November, so do remember that as well if you want to be summoning on those banners, because they're usually, as I said, fun, novelty, rare units that are pretty decent. And then potentially with the news that came out with the EZAs the other day, there may be a global exclusive, or not global exclusive, but global first unit on the way of some form that may come either after 350 mil, so this guy moves, and then potentially this guy moves afterwards, or Gohan moves into January, or maybe coming where Vegeta's slot is, so Vegeta moves into the new year. So do remember and do take in consideration that the order may change. There may be a global first on the way, and in November, in between where these two would come, there is a Dragon Ball Heroes celebration coming. So yeah, if this has been useful and you have enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like, as I said earlier on, and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and peace.